It's time. Give me some good forking fuel for the gym, please.
Oh, don't be dropping F-bombs on this channel.
Hang on a minute. Is that the #1 best-selling pre-workout?
Yes, it is.
Stacked, I bet. Let's get into it. Hello there guys, and welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron.
My name's Craig.
And today we are actually reviewing a pre-workout that claims it is the top rated #1 selling pre-workout. When you go to their official website, that is literally the banner that pops up straight away. And furthermore, when we show you it, it says it at the top there. It says top rated. By who, we say, but it might be by us as we get through the usuals, don't we? What do we go through?
We're going to be going through that taste, price, label, effects and determining if it's worth your hard-earned money or not.
Is it going to be an expensive product? Is it going to be absolutely stacked? We're going to get into it, guys. But please do subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Do like this video and do drop your thoughts of this product below. This is going to be a good one. Let's go. That moves us into the taste and the mixability of the product. Arguably the least important, but when we are spending hard-earned cash, it is of some relevance, especially when you do get some absolutely amazing pre-workouts out there in the world that also taste very good. It can be done. And the flavour we have today in the FORCA FUEL F-BOMB is the watermelon flavour, as seen there.
We're not typically watermelon fans, but we'll see if it pulls out the bag for us. Also comes in strawberry and lime and blue raspberry.
It does take you onto Amazon. These guys now sell through Amazon. When you click through their main website anyway, which we're going to put in the description below, it just transfers you to Amazon where you can pick this up. But we'll get into that in the price segment. So there we have it. Shaken up, all good and ready to go. Mixability actually does look good. How heavy is this scoopage though? That's quite key to this. It's only an 11-gram scoop, so
not much to mix.
No, not too much to mix. And next to no frothing at all. So
it's looking good on that part, isn't it?
It is. That is a strong soup.
Right, on smell.
Is it going to continue with these strong soups? Doesn't really smell like a lot, does it?
No, faint watermelon.
Watermelon going down. Tastes alright. Quite weak, maybe. Bit of sourness there.
Yeah, very mild sourness, bit of sweetness.
It ain't bad.
Just very doable, but not that exciting.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. It's very doable, but you wouldn't be buzzing to drink it all day, every day. It's not something you'd be sipping by that pool. So.
And it's also not a lot to mask, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
We will. But honestly, let's give it a score out of 10 for the taste. 3, 2, 1, 8
out of 10. I'm happy to go up on that mixability element.
Yeah, it's doable. It's a strong element, its taste. Let's get into the others.
Great start so far. It can only get better, right? Head over to Amazon where you'll find it. So if you want to pick this bad boy up, head over to forcafuel.com where you'll then be redirected over to Amazon where you can pick this up for £26.98. And guess how many servings it comes in?
16 servings, which is a big thumbs down. Now, I don't really know how to get into this because we kind of, in a roundabout way, we needed to do this price section after the label and after the effects, but we'll get into it again in the effects segment.
It'll be a reoccurring theme.
It will. Now, what I'll say is, quite obviously, it's going to be an expensive product at 16 servings for the £26.98. Now, we have a consistent pricing scale here at Review Bros. It compares every pre-workout on an even playing field, and a 5 out of 10 is a bang average priced product, and we would hope that comes with that averagely sourced ingredients and the amounts in there, and you'd also expect at least average results for that 5 out of 10. That's where we have these mitigating factors. Now this one comes in at £1.68 per serving. which is expensive. It's actually a 4 out of 10 on our pricing scale.
So we're going to be getting a stacked list of ingredients for that price, then I'm assuming, right?
That's what we're going to hope for. But we're going to get into that. Let's move into the label.
It's time for that juicy label. Can't wait to see all that money's going to get us.
Do bear with us, guys. This is going to go on for quite some time, and this is why we're not putting in the training footage. You'll see exactly why as we flash the label up on the screen for you guys to see it right now.
Enjoy in all its glory.
Yeah, good luck reading through all that.
All right, so there is one saving grace. We do have vegan fermented L-citrulline 2:1 at 6 grams.
Which is a respectable dose. I'm not going to argue with that. It's going to give you the citrulline, it's going to give you the pumps, it's going to give you the nitric oxide boosting, and it's going to help with the blood flow to ultimately get these ingredients around the body, to the muscle cell, and ultimately, hopefully, give us a pump in the gym.
Nice. Then we've got beta-alanine at 3.5 grams.
Again, a good dose actually. 3.2 being the normal, the clinical dosage. So they're actually gone above and beyond with that. For that itchy, tingly feeling effect as the pre-workout kicks in, but it also helps with endurance after you've taken it for a long enough period of time.
And then we have got caffeine anhydrous at 250 milligrams.
Which again, respectable amount, lower than average by today's standard of pre-workout supplement. I'd say about 300 to 325 is about average. So this is 2.5 cups worth of coffee. And you know what, for beginners, this would probably be very sufficient. Have we got a digestive aid for all this, Craig?
Actually, that's all we've got. We've only got those 3 ingredients, and you know, you probably don't even need a digestive aid since it is only those 3. But how much would you want to be paying for that label?
I'll be honest with you. 50p a go, 60p a go at maximum, not £1.68, but we'll get into that in the effects. That moves us into the effects segment of this review. It's the most important part of this and any other review. Ultimately, it decides whether it's worth you guys at home picking it up, how it actually works in reality, using it in the gym. We've used it several times. We've actually had this product for a long period of time. I don't know why there wasn't so many calls for it to be reviewed, as it is that #1 selling pre-workout apparently. Haven't heard of it myself, but hey, we're not here for that. We're here to give it to you as it happens. Starting this off with the beta-alanine, what did you think of that?
Well, it's in here at 3.5 grams, so above the clinical, and there isn't much in here to hold it back. So it does actually take a front seat in this scenario and kicks in really strong, like a 9 or 10 out of 10 on the tingle scale. So we're starting off positive, right?
We are. You do like that. If you like that beta-alanine tingle, you're going to like this one. It does the job there, despite no digestive aid. As Craig mentioned, nothing else there really to get in its way. Now, what comes in next? Very low, very smooth, very consistent energy. It's not a slapper. No. Stim junkies, I'm going to shock you with this one. It's not going to do the job for you. It's going to be for ultimate beginners who find energy drinks strong.
Yeah, it just gives you enough to perk you up, make you a little bit alert, but you know, it's not going to hit you, it's not going to leave you feeling revved up to go and train. In fact, you know, the beta-alanine will probably do more for you than that. Yeah,
the caffeine also comes down after your training session. You don't feel this at all. So that's where a positive comes in. There's no nasty crash. It also never comes with the high to give you the crash. It's just all such a low, slow, steam train movement through energy. You know, it's nothing, you wouldn't write home. You wouldn't write to the grandparents back home about how good the energy levels were.
Very friendly.
Very consistent though, each and every time we've used it. For, like I say, for beginners, you would. Now, pumps, okay at absolute best, because we've only got the one ingredient here for the pumps. Yeah.
What more can be said, really? It's quite, it's such a basic label, there's not really much to be said on it.
Yeah.
I think there is only one thing that we will delve into shortly, and that's, you know, the whole price thing.
Yeah, I'm actually disgusted by the price of the product. At £1.68, a 4 out of 10 on that pricing scale, we expect 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different ingredients of very good dosages, you know, all singing, all dancing.
A pollen nutrition level label, you know? It's
Yeah.
almost priced to that degree, isn't it?
At 16 servings as well, I mean...
It's annoying, really, because if they'd done this at a 30 serving tub and they made it half that price, or even a little bit less than that, this would be perfect for, like, just to have something in your cupboard to use on a daily driver-esque session if you wanted a little bit of a pick-me-up but not much. It would be perfect, but because it doesn't have those servings and it doesn't have that price point, it's just not for anyone, really.
It's just not. It's... To be honest with you, that pricing is really the thing that disgusts me. It's not even close to what I'd pay. Like I said at the beginning, I'd pay 50p, 60p. I don't even think I would pay 70p a go, and it's more than double that anyway. It's £1.68 per go. I cannot emphasise how bad that is.
I can see some people trying to stick up for it, going, oh, well, you know what, an energy drink gives you less of a hit than this pre-workout, and they cost more than £1.60 odd a go. But this is a pre-workout.
I understand the label. I understand it's for an absolute beginner. Maybe even a runner who goes running around the block, not necessarily someone who hits the weights like an absolute Dorian-esque, hardcore, Ronnie Coleman style person.
There is one more annoying thing as well that you haven't even mentioned. It's called F-BOMB, which would allude to the fact it's, you know, aggressively going to slap you up the arse, which it doesn't.
But like I say, I understand the label. I just do not understand that price that comes along with it. It's so basic as well. It needed more. It needed more. But it just didn't deliver, did it?
They must be making a killing on their margins, mustn't they?
Their margins must be insane. I'm sorry, Forca Fuel. Like, well, I'm not even sorry because, quite frankly, this is conning the public.
They're forking us over.
I'll have to think of what we'll do. What we'll do for you is, as an example, for anyone that's not seen any of our reviews before, they might like the guys at Forca Fuel. They might have only used this pre-workout. They just want to see what we've got to say. We'll flash in the text below some other 50p, 60p, 70p pre-workouts that have the same or more than this label.
There is another thing that's a bit of a concern, and there isn't anything in here for focus either. So, I mean, argue caffeine is to some degree, but there isn't. Then there's a whole element of pre-workout there that's missing.
Yeah, it needed, like I say, for that price, it needed a lot more, but it needed some nitrosogene thrown in, alpha GPC, L-tyrosine, agmatine, caffeine upped, dicaffeine malate on the top. It needed some digestive aids. It needed, you know, you name it.
For that money.
You name it.
That's what it needs.
For £1.68 a go, you name it. You name it back home. You get the gist. You get the gist on this one, guys. Let us know your thoughts, honest thoughts, in the comments below. Do you agree with what we've said? For us, as an effects point, we're going to give it a 3 out of 10. And that's simply because you do get a beta-alanine, you do get a little bit of pump, you do get a little bit of energy. There's no negatives. I can understand it. But that is keeping an open mind without thinking about the price. Thinking about the price just makes me want to lower that score even more.
Yeah, so you'd have to be not only rich, but also a complete newbie for pre-workouts for this to even be applicable to you. But we wouldn't recommend it on that price point alone.
So, sorry to disappoint, guys. You know, we always keep it 100% honest here, and today is no different to that normal day. We appreciate you watching. Please do subscribe to the channel below. It does help us. Hit that bell icon for all future notifications. We put out at least 3 honest reviews per week, generally of pre-workouts, but other supplements do get thrown in from time to time. Drop your comments below. And as always,
stay
stimmed.
Forca style.
Fuck off.